What's going on? My name is CASHIUST, and you're watching the Crackbricks channel.
I'm sick. I'm super fucking sick. You cannot test me because I've never.
No. Is that good enough? Was that pretty good?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Alright,
That's all
bet,
good,
man.
bro.
For sure.
How's it going, man? How's your day been?
You
How's
know
everything
what?
been for you?
It's been pretty good. I was lazy as fuck today. You know what? Actually, it was pretty good because I tested negative for COVID today after being
Let's
sick
go.
for a while. So, other than that, I haven't been doing much. Just like chilling, sitting back, trying to get inspired and whatever. So, yeah, just kind of chilling, living life. Let shit pass.
I was meaning to ask you for the longest time. Do you have like any inspirations that got you to where you are? Because I think that your style is super creative in its own right. I feel like you do a good job of matching like a lot of artists that you may like and then making it yourself.
Yeah, a lot of my inspiration comes from I really liked cartoons as a kid. I was always obsessed with just like how you could animate something cuz you can tell a whole story with it with relatively like cheap materials. You don't have to have a big like movie crew or nothing like that. You can always just if you have a computer, you can animate, and I love that shit. And so like JPEG Mafia for like I just like his sound, how I see things. Like his sound always reminded me of cartoons for some reason. So I listened to a lot of him. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with the Gorillas. Like the Gorillas was like seeing them having like an animated and like their whole personas around their animated characters. I loved it, bro. Like that was my thing, and my dad got me introduced to that when I was a kid. So that's like a really big inspiration right there. And I just like Tyler the Creator too. He's dope. He's like he's a big idol for me. Just because how he carries himself, especially going about the music industry, and so that's like number one, I'd say.
Man, that brings memories back for me just because of like I think that like artistry is when it comes to music, like being a musician, I'll say that it's bigger than just making music. I feel like you're able to really express things, and I feel like being around or seeing a lot of artists who were able to bring cartoons and things that like of that nature to life kind of birthed what you have now, which is beautiful. Um, Next question for you though is, do you see or do you have like times where you feel like maybe you aren't being as creative as you want to be, or you feel like you're failing at being as creative as you want or what you envision?
That's actually like a dope question. I fuck with that question.
Thank you.
Honestly, right now I'm going through. I guess I'd say like the end phase of kind of that like stage. Cause right now, like I'm making cool stuff. Like I still make music like at least every day or try to. But there's obviously periods I get where my creativity it comes in waves. I say all creativity comes in waves, and when you're inspired, it comes and it goes. It's not always just gonna be making dope shit 24/7. That's not. There's got to be balance. Like you got to make some bad shit to make good shit. And like as of right now, I'm making sort of cool shit, but like it is what it is. Like I'm gonna have to wait this wave out and still just push through because there's nothing I can do. If I can't get like a creative idea in my brain, I just got to keep going and listen to new things and finding new things. And especially like a big thing I do, like I have to go out and do experiences to get like inspired again, and just to like get that creative like track back, because there's nothing else I can do. If I force it, then I'm gonna start putting out music I don't like, and I've done that many times before. And there was a whole album that's now like lost to the internet that I just didn't like it, so I just let it like fester off, got like corrupted, couldn't find it on Apple Music, so whatever happens with that, wherever that goes is where that goes. But that's like a relic of how to force yourself to make stupid shit.
It almost feels like you're trying to get over an era of the type of music that you've been making. Like you're almost
Yeah.
looking for a new sound, a new way to introduce yourself, type of thing.
Yeah, there's always just like add on, like that's a big thing with me. I always think I can step it up, like the first song I can step it up, the next song, the next song I can step it up even further, so I hold myself to like a higher standard when it comes to like making my own, at least my own creative process.
Mm. Uh, Amen. I think that your creative process is great. I think like the first time I've ever seen like your music, I was like definitely with one of your videos you have. Uh,
Yeah.
the ideologies of what you can come to life with was crazy to me because for you being an underground artist relatively, I feel like not a lot of people have that creative juice in them to do different and make things, you know.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. Shit that looks cool. A big thing with me, if it looks cool and it can make me giggle and just laugh a
Mhm.
little bit, it's dead perfect. Like that's all I like. I just like funny shit. So I do as I do.
Speaking of the first time I've ever seen you,
Mhm.
so um, this will segue into two different things, but the first thing being the first time I've ever seen you, a friend of mine was trying to get me to go to this show, and I didn't end up going, but there was after like post credits for like people who did perform, and you were one of the people who performed. You
Yeah.
killed it. How was that experience for you, and how did you even get in that position to begin with?
Oh my god, that I love telling the story because it's awesome.
Yeah.
So that I'll start with how I even got there because that's so I don't have really friends in that scene or in that area. Like I live in the burbs, so I'm
Yeah.
just a kid from the burbs making shit that looks cool. So I've been trying to find like areas where I can perform my own shit because like I'm finally at the point where I think I'm capable of doing so. So I was looking around and I have a friend. Her name's Key. Shout out to her because this actually helped. She taught me about or told me about the Trumbleplex, and I was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's a venue like it's underground and like artists can perform there." And I was like, "How do I get in?" And this was probably like it's probably like months before. This was months prior. This is probably like wow, I did this in not like couple like a month or two ago. I think I found out back in like January. So she told me about it and I was just keeping a lookout for open mics and whatever. And I saw that there was the Sunset Cafe like open mic and I was like, boom,
Yeah.
I guess like I've seen enough. Let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. And I don't have I like I said earlier, I don't got friends in the industry or like and that do this shit. So I went
Yeah.
alone. I had no I woke up from a nap and went alone. My friends were all busy. My most of my friends are in work or whatever doing whatever they're doing. So I just went alone. I just went in there and was like, screw it. I'ma just meet people and I'ma hope to God that things work out. And
Yeah.
went up there, saw the sign up sheet, was like, got I got nerves, man. I definitely got nerves and I got anxious because I got anxiety like no other, and
Yeah.
especially social anxiety. So I just wrote my name down quick before I could even like be
Back out
indecisive.
of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Before I could even back out. And so I just wrote my name down, did it, and then I waited. The oh my god, I'll tell you this. The hardest part was talking to everybody. Now everybody there that I met is really cool. I love everybody,
Mhm.
but it's really hard to just put yourself out there because I'm not like I'm a type of person that I like talking to people, but if it's not in a sense where I already know one of the people, it gets really difficult for me. So
Yeah.
talking to new people like that was a super breaking out of my shell and trying new things. So as I did that, I was kind of just like slowly getting more confidence to get on stage. And now to break into the actual performance, they
Mhm.
called my name, a shiver went down my spine, and I was like, "Oh no, this is
Yeah.
it. This is what it is." And I got up there, and the second I talked into the mic, all my nerves and everything just vanished. I was like, that's weird. Because for me, talking to a crowd is a lot easier than talking to someone one on one. I just, for some odd reason, being able to communicate a larger idea with as little words as possible to get people, well, how do I say it? Kind of come together and just like for a common cause or a common listening or a common art is a lot easier to do than holding a conversation. Don't know why it just happened. Uh put my music on, and
I agree.
I just jumped into a different realm. It was a whole nother thing for me. Like, I wasn't nervous. I felt like how I really portray my music, like how I built my song and how I arranged it. I felt it like in my soul, and it's kind of corny to say that, but who cares? I was like, dude, this is crazy, and it felt like a dream for like the entire way through. So it was it was like the dopest experience. Like, I'll never forget it. It was my first show ever, and like lots of people liked it, and I got a lot of fans from it, and I met a lot of dope people. So it was really cool.
Cash, come over here, nigga, come over here.
What you got?
Edmund over.
What is this?
Bruh. No. I don't do shit like this. Nigga, no shit, that's why it's mine. Nah, bro, like, nah. Come on, bro, this ain't me. Just watch, bro. Come on. Look at me go, right? Look at me go, right? Look at me go, yeah, look at me. When I kicked in the door, all I heard was screaming, the fella wanna choke. He think he could beat me, a competition, no. Timer on a relay, my watch face broke. Let's get it